You don't have to break your bank to travel to Europe. In most cases, the European trips will turn out to be much cheaper than ones inside the USA. First of all, airfare is probably the biggest component of your trip. If you can travel in shoulder seasons, this is before the onset of the peak summer season, that is either before June or after August, then your airfare will be at least 30 to 40% cheaper. I always use Google Flights to get the best fares. Most European countries have excellent public transportation systems. You don't need to rent a car. The rail transportation system within Europe is also cheap, and I use the Trainline website for booking trains. Next, I use Wikavoyage to plan my trips anywhere. This website gives accurate accounts of local transportation, places to see, food to try, etc., for any place on Earth. If your taxi costs, say, $60 to $70, then these trains from airports to city center will cost $10, and also these are very fast. You can buy the tickets online or at the station vending machines. I have traveled to most European countries, and this is based on what I have learned. Feel free to give me your comments. Also keep in mind some special European airlines like EasyJet offer excellent airfares. These fly from point A to point B inside Europe for an extremely low cost. For e.g., you can fly to London from, say, JFK. You can always find plenty of cheap flights to London because of the competition, and then take EasyJet to fly to, say, Vienna, Austria. This is much cheaper than trying to find a direct flight to Vienna from JFK, for example. On certain dates, their fares are cheaper than even train fares for the same trip, and obviously much faster. Here is my trip to Budapest, Hungary, that I made in 2024 May. Wikavoyage told me that I should take this Danube boat cruise, and that it costs less than $20, and that turned out to be true. And of course, Google Maps give you free directions and buses and metro trains to take to wherever you want to go. This is my 2-hour boat cruise along the famous Danube River that took me through the historic sites of Budapest, Hungary. Danube is the second longest river in Europe, after the Volga in Russia. It flows through Central and Southeastern Europe, from the Black Forest south into the Black Sea. Buda Castle in Budapest, on the left, has a long history, including a significant period under Habsburg rule. The castle was initially built in the 13th century, but the Baroque palace that stands today was constructed between 1749 and 1769. The Habsburgs, from the 18th century onwards, made the castle their residence and a symbol of their authority over Hungary. The House of Parliament, home to the National Assembly, is deservedly considered one of the most stunning such buildings of the world. The city's iconic building, which has been a World Heritage Site since 2011 together with the banks of the Danube, the Buda Castle Quarter and Andressy Avenue, is an invaluable part of our national treasure and the pride of the Hungarian nation. The House of Parliament is home to Hungary's legislative body. This magnificent building, built over 17 years at the end of the 19th century, has become the symbol of Hungary and its capital by now. Enjoy Budapest. It is a beautiful city, was a great city when under the Habsburg Empire, and then went under the Soviet rule after the WW2 and lost its shine, and now it is back again.